Welcome to the Online Real Estate Show, powered by RE/MAX Infinity, and we're live today on location at the RE/MAX Infinity office, and it's a pleasure to have in studio again today Mr. Chris Holwell of HouseMasters.
Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, it's great that you're here, Chris, and we want to talk about this ugly, scary word that seems to be floating around the real estate industry, and that's the word asbestos.
Yes, asbestos can be scary for people that haven't been properly educated on the subject.
Yes.
It always poses a health risk. By Newfoundland legislation, anything that contains greater than 1% asbestos content is harmful if disturbed.
Right. So only if it's touched, only if it's disturbed.
If it's in good condition and it's left undisturbed, it poses little to no risk.
Fantastic. So how does a homeowner go about testing their, is it in ceilings? Is it in walls? Where is this stuff?
If it's called ACM, asbestos containing materials. So if you suspect you have an ACM, typically in residential construction we find them in stucco ceilings that predate a certain era. It can be found in certain floor tiles. It can also be found in insulation pipe wrap in older homes. There's a number of places where it can be found. If it is suspected that it contains asbestos, you can have it tested. I would suggest having it tested prior to doing any renovations in that area.
Yeah, okay.
Testing, we do asbestos testing.
Yeah.
Turnaround time is about 2 to 3 business days, and that comes with a lab analysis that tells you if any fibers are present, the percentage of them.
So if we do have the property tested and there is asbestos found, what are the solutions to either removing it, or what would you do?
There's 3 actions. You can either leave it intact, which as long as it's not disturbed, it's not harmful.
Okay.
2, it can be encapsulated, which means cover it with another product. It can be sheeted over with drywall. T-bar sealing is an acceptable encapsulation by Health Canada standards.
Okay.
Or 3, it has to be abated by a qualified professional, somebody who is registered with the Department of Labor for asbestos removal.
Okay. All right. So it's not as scary as the word seems.
No, as long as it's handled in one of those 3 manners.
Fantastic. And you, as you mentioned, you do asbestos testing.
We do testing when needed.
When needed, yeah. So if we're getting ready to list a property and we suspect that the property could contain some asbestos-carrying materials, I think it would be recommended that we have you come in to do an asbestos test for us. Thank you again so much for coming in and educating us on asbestos.
No problem, anytime.
We're here next Monday again on the Real Estate Show at 12 noon.